Dear students, welcome to Sri E-Class Physics. Today we are going to take up the chapter motion. In that we are going to take up the analyzing of the graphs. In previous sessions, session 9 and session 10, I have taught distance time graphs and velocity time graph. Before going to analyze the graphs, I'd like to first revise distance time graph which I have taught in the session 9. It is better you go through that session 9 once again for full details before going to start this one. However, I'd like to explain you briefly this distance time graphs now. Revise now. This is the notes which I have given in session 9 for the graphical representation of the motion. Just to see quickly, I'll revise fast and I'll go to today's topic. I have discussed three cases. Case number one, body at rest. That is, I am taking the time and distance. 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. I have taken time in hours. And it is every time it was at 40 kilometer, 40 kilometer, 40 kilometer like that. So if you draw the graph between the distance and the time, we found that the graph line is a straight line, and we have seen that nature of the graph is straight line parallel to the x-axis. Now, why we are getting parallel to the x-axis? Already I explained, once again I am explaining. At 8 a.m. also it is 40 kilometer, at 8 a.m. also 40 kilometer, at 8:20 also 40 kilometer, like that at each and every part of this time is 40 kilometer. As it is 40 kilometer, we are getting the straight line. I mean to say that in the distance time graph, for the body which is at rest, we will get a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Nature of the graph is straight line parallel to the x-axis. What type of graph is this? This is the distance time graph. Nature of the graph line is straight line parallel to the x-axis for a body at rest. This we have to remember. Now we'll go to the second case which I explained on that day. Once again I'll revise that one. Case number 2. Body moving with uniform speed. When a body is moving with uniform speed, distance covered by the body will increase in every second. Here, for convenience sake, I am taking 0 second, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second like that. And 0 meter, 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meter. If you observe carefully, you will find that for equal intervals of the time, it is covering the equal distance. Means that it is having a uniform speed. For that, we have drawn the graph. Time we are taking on the x-axis in seconds, because in the table I have given in seconds. Distance on the y-axis we are taking in meters, and we have drawn the graph. 0 seconds 0 meter, 0 seconds 0 meter, 1 second 10 meter, 1 second 10 meter, 2 second 20 meter, 2 second 20 meter. Like that up to 5 seconds we have drawn 50 meter, and we joined all the points. Then we are getting the graph line like this. This graph line is also a straight line, but it is not parallel to the x-axis because distance covered is not same. I mean to say it is not constant distance. Distance is increasing every second. Therefore, you are getting a straight line. But we'll say that straight line making an angle to x-axis, or otherwise we can say that straight line inclined to x-axis also we can say. Inclined to x-axis means this is the graph for that one. However, third one we have seen that body moving with the acceleration. In the body moving with the acceleration, I have given this data 0 second, 2 second, 4 second, 6 second, 8 second, 10 second, 12 second. The distance will increase very fast. I told you this is the table I have taken from the textbook. I have drawn the graph like this, and we get the graph like this. Today mainly we are going to use this first and second graphs for our analysis. this one and this. Observe carefully, this is the distance time graph. This is body at rest. Nature of the graph is straight line parallel to x-axis. Whereas for a body moving with uniform speed, distance time graph is straight line making an angle to x-axis. This is inclined to the x-axis. Now, I am going to take up a graph which is already drawn. From that we have to do the analysis. Dear students, you see this is the graph which is already drawn for analyzing the graphs. Now let us first see this graph carefully. I am showing in full this one. Just you see here on the y-axis distance is taken, x-axis we are taking time. Now my question is, first question is, what type of graph is this? Is it velocity time graph or distance time graph? Your answer is, I know very well, your answer is distance time graph. This is distance dash time graph. Next, second question I'd like to ask you that the body which is at rest, which body is at rest? Observe carefully, I have drawn this graph for three bodies, body A, body B, body C. Observe carefully the graph and you tell me out of these three bodies A, B, C, which body is at rest. To see that one, we have to see the nature of the graphs in which the distance covered by the body should be constant even if the time changes. I think you are able to tell the answer. Yes, that is body A, because body A is a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Therefore, body A is at rest. Body A is at rest. Just I am writing the answer here. Okay, third question is, name the body which has the highest speed. For that, I'd like to go back to the graph and I'll explain you here. Here, if line is like this, we say that body is at rest. Meaning of the body is at rest means it is not at all moving. Speed is 0. I mean to say it is like that. But for example, if it is here also it is rest, we can say. If the line is like this, it is having some speed. If it is line is like this, it is having more speed. If it is line is like this, more speed, some more speed, some more speed. If the line, I mean to say graph line is exactly perpendicular to the x-axis, then we say that speed is infinity. Once again, I'll explain you. If the line is like this, speed is 0. If it is moving like this, like this, like this, speed increases, increases and goes to infinity. I mean to say that slope here is 0. Now it is having some slope. Then after more slope, more slope, more slope, some more slope. Finally, slope is at infinity. Slope infinity means we can say that speed is infinity. Now we have to see, to answer this third question, name the body which has the highest speed. We have to see out of this B and C, which one is having more slope. Let us see. This is having the slope like this, whereas this is having the slope like this. You can easily assess which is having more speed. That is, out of this body B and C, the body which has the highest speed. However, you know very well body A is having a 0 speed. Already we have discussed this one. Now, slope of the B is like this, slope of the C is like this. Out of these two, which one is having more slope? That body has highest speed among these two only. Then we can say that easily. Already you might have got the answer. Just you see that the body C is having highest speed among B and C. Now, next question is, at what time B and C are meeting? Now go back to the graph here. At what time? Time I am asking you, at what time they are meeting? Just what you have to do is that you take a plastic scale and keep at the point and see that it is perpendicular to x-axis. I will show you now. Here is the scale. Just you put here wherever B and C both are meeting here. You see B and C are meeting here. Graph lines are meeting here. Means we can say that they are meeting here. Now our question is at what time B and C are meeting. Just what you do is that put the scale in such a manner that wherever B and C are intersecting, there you keep it like this, and see at what time. As the x-axis is representing the time, we will drop down like this. Don't drop it, you need not do it like this. Just you see like this and see where it is coming. This is coming at C. At C means we can say that at 6, sorry, at 6 it is coming. What is 6? 6 in seconds it is. So answer for what time B and C are meeting means we can say that 6 seconds, or simply we can say that 6 also, 6s also we can say. This is the answer for the fourth question. Now let me take up the fifth question. At what distance C is overtaking B? You know the meaning of the overtaking. Just now I told you that C is having more speed, B is having less speed. So after some time, C can overtake B. Just now I said that at 6 seconds, B and C are meeting. I mean to say C is going with more speed and it is meeting at B, means it is overtaking here. Now I am asking the question at what distance it is overtaking, not time. Time already we have seen. For that what you have to do is that you have to take the plastic scale again and you put it from that meeting point perpendicular to the distance axis, that is perpendicular to the y-axis. Now you see here what I am doing is that scale I am taking, meeting point is like this, it is going like this here. You see where it is meeting, just you see that this is the point from where you have to go like this. This is the point. At that distance, C is overtaking B. C is overtaking B. Just you see that I am writing here at 60. What is the unit? 60 meter. I am taking x-axis in second, y-axis in meter. Therefore, I am writing 60 meter. This is the way of analyzing the graphs and answering the questions. In the examination, they give different lines, sometimes 2 lines, sometimes 3 lines, sometimes only 1 line, and they will ask you. One more point I have to tell you that questions I have not written here, but I am asking you. The body B is starting from 0 second. Observe carefully. 0 second at 0 meter. Whereas body B, is it starting at 0 second? Observe carefully. No. It is starting at what time? At 3 seconds it is starting. You have to remember here. You see that at 3 seconds it is starting. That question also they may ask. Now, we have seen that C is having more velocity, B is having less velocity. How to calculate that one? That I will explain you in the next class by taking the graph. Other graphs I will take up and I will explain you. Students, just now I explained the analyzation of distance time graphs, which we have learnt it in session 9 of our lessons. All of you please go through that session 9 once again to understand this topic clearly. For your ready reference, I am giving the link of this session 9 also in this YouTube video section description. You please go through that, then you come back to this and try to understand this. If you like the video, You give me comment, feedback, suggestion in YouTube channel itself. If you get any doubt, you ask me in the in my WhatsApp to my WhatsApp number. I'll give the answers immediately. Thank you very much for watching.